everyone. Rick, what's going
What's
on,
up,
brother?
buddy?
What do you got? The over the top combo on there?
Yeah, I was in a over the top mood.
There you go. That's awesome.
So I
That's awesome. Did you make that shirt or did you buy it?
no, I made it.
You did?
I did.
That's sweet.
And then I got a little carried away. Which this will take us into our what do I always say that you do so well? You always
Segue. I know. I
segue. You
segue into the
you
topic.
always segue. So this will be our segue. I'm going to
There you
take
go.
one for the team this time.
There you go.
I got a little carried away with over the top, okay? I went over the top on over the top. So
It's appropriate.
I decided to mess around
Oh, there you go.
and make a little something.
Look at that. That's so cool. Let's see the front. Very cool.
Whoop.
Look at careful. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. Well, now watch, be
Yeah.
careful. Now you're gonna get hit for all these orders.
No,
Special orders.
this was a one and done, I'm pretty sure.
What?
There was a combination of a bunch of trucks that I took
Okay.
apart,
Okay.
made into one, and it was just like I got tired of motorcycles for a little while. You know,
I can understand.
so I want to put meet me halfway on the for
Yeah.
music, and I just haven't had a chance. I just so
There you go.
freaking busy, but it's fun. It's fun stuff.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, you're doing something that you enjoy doing, obviously. So it's not like, it's work. It's something that
Right.
you enjoy doing, and you're making something from a film or a topic that you enjoy. So obviously,
Yep.
it's very different than being forced to do something that you don't enjoy doing.
Right.
Hence the wonderful mighty mix Jim in the background there behind your right
Oh
shoulder.
yeah.
I mean, look at that thing. So it's
Thank you.
that's just it's amazing. It really, I mean, let's get some closer pictures there so they could kind of see it. I mean, I still can't believe you made it. It's amazing.
I like I said, Josh Backhouse really inspired me. I had never thought about it until I saw his, and I'm just gonna go out there and say this. I can certainly understand the ticket on that item.
Sure.
The price ticket on that item.
Yeah.
I know he's a professional. I know this is his means for a living. I'm just screwing around. But I take it very, personally very.
Well, yeah, you're not going to make it if it's going to look all
No,
sloppy or not like the building or,
right.
oh, yeah, I could see it kind of looks like mix a little bit. I mean,
it's a little like this.
I mean, it looks like it should be. Remember when they made miniatures and films?
Yeah.
They made miniature cities, and I mean, it looks like that. I'm
I was
waiting to see a
thinking
Trans
Godzilla
Am park
coming
next
through.
to it, right? You got to
Godzilla
get a
coming
little.
through.
You got to get a little Trans Am and a little Rocky, a little Butkus.
I got a little Rocky
Yeah.
Butkus. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
so
worried.
it's just amazing. It really is. Well, I mean,
Adrian Wonder.
like you had said too. Also, it's something that when you're, I mean, let's face it, if you can make it and make it to the spec you want to make it and how
Yeah.
you want it, and of course, obviously saving a few bucks on the end.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. For just about 4 months it took me. I'm sure Mr. Backhouse can do it quicker. I'm sure he's got whatever programs. I was building and learning as doing, and a lot of I made a lot of parts and pieces on my printer that I didn't need. I wasted a lot of product, but I learned from it, I learned, how to cut it, what to cut it with, what not to cut it with, and
right.
how this material reacts. But excuse me, when it finally put it together with no paint, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to see it.
You're starting to see it, right?
I'm starting to see it.
Right.
So
See,
yeah,
that's got to be the cool part, and it's kind of like a painting or a drawing.
yeah,
Where you have the formation of it. You kind of have the basis of it, the foundation, whatever you want to call it, and then
Right.
it's come to life. And then it starts. Yeah, now
Right.
it's what I'm doing. Now I got what I mean. I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form, so I can't really relate. But I could understand seeing it develop, where you start to get to the point where you're like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Once,
cool.
let's see, once I cut the windows in, I'm like, okay, now I can kind of see where it's, we're headed. And then, but when I really got excited is when I made the poster, the Muddy Mix poster, and I put it on. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was
Oh
down here
God, yeah.
jumping around.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, I mean, merchandising, and I shouldn't say merchandising, but kind of merchandising, but collectibles and merchandise. I mean, it's come far, and you're
Yeah, it
making
is.
stuff that is. I mean, you made a little like certificate of authenticity, for your things. I know that you didn't make the brick and the wood, but I mean,
No, no.
you're making that where it looks all nice and official. Let me get one up there of your. There you go. And it's and the clock. You made the clock. I mean, it's amazing the stuff that you're just putting out there. And back when in the '80s and mid '90s, we had these guys.
Yeah.
So it's
Have you
they look
have
like
you seen those puppets on eBay and stuff like that? Those
the
Rocky
hand puppet,
puppets?
the
Yeah.
hand ones. Yeah,
Yeah, where you can move their arms back and forth
yeah,
like this.
yeah.
I mean, there's one on there that scares the bejesus out of me. It looks evil. I'm like, Deb's like, "Are you gonna buy that?I'm like, hell no, that thing
Yeah,
looks
it
like
looks
it's
like something out
possessed.
of a horror movie.
I know, right? No, I don't want that damn thing in my house.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't either. No, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, some of these, I mean, well, you know what it was? I mean, if you look at these, Rocky's got the same face in these two because these two came out by the same company,
Yes.
and then the one where he's got the original shorts on, that one wound up, that face is what they had, a little bit different hair, a
Yeah.
little bit, you could see Rocky wasn't as defined in that picture. He was more defined than he was in Rocky, but it's just basically a cookie cutter
Right.
action figure, which
Right.
is what they kind of were. But, until now, where we don't have the faces of these, but you look at this, and the Stallone Shop is putting these out. I don't know when. It doesn't say when. It says they're not ready,
That's
but
that's absolutely gorgeous.
I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it.
My
It's
God,
the
that's
face. John Rivoli, I know, is heavily involved with the heads and the facial structure. Here's the other one. This one looks like he's going to be going to the top of the steps or about to go up to the steps. I'm not really sure what the setup is for there.
I
You can see,
love
obviously,
I
there's
love
no
that
paint on it.
love that piece. My
Uh,
God.
and then you saw on their Instagram that they got the approval to use official Converse. So I mean, they have real little Converse.
That's awesome.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, they're coming. It's I'm assuming because the holidays are they're not far away. I know it's
No, they're
August,
not. Yeah.
but I mean it's coming fast, and these things aren't out yet. I mean, here's the one from Rocky 4,
Right.
which again, just wow. I mean, God, it's amazing looking. Here's the head here. This obviously is when he's going to be in his leather jacket running up the snow. And
Yep.
John did that. I know John did that head as well. I think he did all of them. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. I think he did all of the face and the heads of all of the ones that are coming up. I know we saw this one here. Not really sure how that's going to look because this is just like a picture right now of it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. Obviously this is all extremely early. They're putting
Sure.
out. Things could change.
That
This one here
reminds
is just
me that I'm
crazy.
sorry. That reminded me of the ad that they put out for the Rocky in was it Clubber Lang Rock'em Sock'em Robots that never got made. You know, man, I
Right?
would have loved to have had those.
They had, I mean, that, in Rocky and Rocky 2, there was almost nothing. as far as merchandising goes.
Right.
There was shirts, there was some T-shirts, there was posters, a lot of posters. But as far as action figures or Rock'em Sock'em robots, like you're saying, or anything of that nature, there wasn't any of that for Rocky and Rocky 2. Rocky 3 is when it started happening, where they had the inflatable boxing gloves with
Yeah.
Rocky on them. They had the
Yeah.
inflatable punching bag that
The
you hit
bop
and you kind of
bags.
just went
Yep.
like this.
Yep.
And then they had Mr. T, Clubber Lang,
Yep.
and Rocky, Rock'em Sock'em.
Well, they never came out with it though. They put I have a picture of the ad. I should have sent it to you. I may have before a while ago.
Well, I remember we talked about it. I don't really recall seeing it. I remember talking about it.
I could probably find it pretty quickly. But yeah, it was Rocky and Clubber. It was the Rock'em Sock'em robots. And I messaged Mike Kunda about it. And I'm like, Mike, do you have this? And he's like, they never made it. I'm like, oh my God, what a travesty.
Yeah, that's crazy. You wonder why. Like, well, that's why, like, this stuff here that we're looking at, they might not release some of this stuff. This might be just preview stuff. And they say, you know what? We're not going to go with this one. We're going to go with that one.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping they come out with all of this. I mean, everything looks pretty amazing. Oh, but this is the one of the bricks from Mighty Mix.
That's awesome.
That you have yours here.
Yep.
There's yours. I have mine. Was lucky enough to get that. I wasn't lucky enough to have Sly sign it.
Well, you did wind up with a nice boxing glove, though.
Yes, I did. I will admit that. That's behind my fat head there. There it is, hanging up right now. I'm still working on a case. But yeah, it's just the merchandise is flying out of there's everything. I mean, if you're a Rocky collector and you're looking for new items and different items that are not out there, that are not on eBay, there's a lot of stuff coming out. So, and now granted, I will admit it's probably not going to be for the faint of heart with the bank account.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, these are 1/6 size, which you and I discussed before we started the show, that we figured out they're probably about 11 to 12 inches.
Right. And I actually have a model that I made, a 3D print that's about that size.
Okay.
So to give you an idea, it's from my shoulder to the top of my head.
Okay. That's a good size. That's nice.
That's pretty good size,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all of 12 inches.
Yeah. That's awesome looking too. Look at that. What is the base? Oh, the base, the Italian Stallion. Very cool.
Yeah. I made that with my 3D printer. In pieces though, because my printer won't print that big. So it was like a boot and a leg.
and then you put them together.
Glue them together. Then I had to paint it. And I didn't like the base that came with the print, so I made my own design for the base.
Okay.
But that's what's huge, and that's what key. It's so key in what the Sly Stallone Shop is putting out. Is if you were to go on any of these 3D printing sites, and I visit them quite regularly, and you can either get for free or you can buy prints. Okay, other people make. You can make your own.
Okay,
if you're good enough,
right?
And I've said this before. My hat's off to those people, because to make a face out of a virtual ball of clay, I mean, it's hard enough to do it with a regular ball of clay,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for John Rivoli to nail that face, the faces was the hardest.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, and obviously they're blacking out. Excuse me, they're blocking out the face because they don't want you to see the details. But let's face facts. Let's look at the details that we can see. Oh, and I mean, that is Sly on that mountain in Russia. That's him.
Absolutely.
This one here where you could see the face, but it's not painted. But look at it. Amazing. And then again, this one here, where I don't know if you could kind of tell, maybe I might have to get close to your screen, but he's got a little snarl going with his mouth. And
I mean,
unbelievable.
He's got the
So
blue
realistic
towel.
looking.
Yeah.
The blue towel. Yep.
But I've seen a lot of prints out there, because I'll look them up, and that's how I got these, the one I just showed you, and I've got a couple of others that I made. It's in the face. If you don't, I've seen a lot where it's like, whoa, this guy looks nothing like it,
Right.
But then there's some that, I thought this was pretty realistic looking with the face. And there's two others that other people have designed. And I bought the print and I printed them out and painted them myself. But it's a very, very strong resemblance, not a generic face, It's
Now, when they do you're saying they do the face, is that done separately from everything else? One big statue and the face is included in the big statue.
I think it's one big statue, but you can zoom in and hone in on the face.
Okay.
And I've watched them because I'm trying to teach myself on how to do this, but it's like when I say literally, it's a virtual ball of clay. I'm looking at the computer and there's a ball of clay, and you have these virtual tools, spoons and wedges and knives, and you go on your thing here and you're moving it around trying to make eye sockets and wrinkles and it is, and there's specific hardware or software, I should say software, that you can buy to help you, but it's like $500. Yeah,
I mean, well, like you said, people that are professionals at this, that are making these statues, selling them for, let's just say, I don't even know, $200 a pop. Excuse me. They're going to be making their money back for that program and then some.
Right.
And then obviously after that, then it's just material. So to them, it's worth it. But like you said, the more realistic it looks, the more money you're going to get.
Yeah, I sat there on YouTube and watched this one person do. Of all people, it was Robin Williams.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, within a matter of 10 minutes, oh my God.
Really?
I mean, spot on. I'm like, damn, just to be that
crazy
talented is, I strive for that.
Right. Well, but like you said, though, if the program's helping him too,
right,
it's only so much that he's doing. If the program is made to do, he might have had the expensive program that is making the face realistic.
Very well could have. I messed around with it on my own with no program. Just there's a site it's called Blender, and you blah 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 blah, and I'm in there and I'm trying to shape, I'm trying to mold, I'm trying to tweak, and I mean his face is going like, oh, I'm like, oh man,
like no. He looks like he was hit by Clubber Lang, not
and the over-the-top semi truck.
Too funny. But yeah, they're definitely going all out with stuff that's coming out for. And again, I'm it's probably for the holidays, so to speak, because they're really pushing a lot of it. And let's face it, these items are not fly-by-night items that you just happen to pick up. It's not a $20, $30 T-shirt.
No,
we're going to assume. I mean, the action figure of the loan shark with the leather jacket and everything. If you got the full package of that, it was $350, I believe.
$380.
$380. Yeah. Now, was that 1/6 size as well?
I think so. I think so.
Okay. So I mean, if that's 1/6 size, and now these here seem to be statues more so than an action figure.
Right.
These seem like that's obviously this here is definitely a statue.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I wouldn't think that would be posable or movable because it looks like it's going to come with the steps, so it's probably all one piece, which I think is absolutely gorgeous piece.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. This one here, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing this one.
Yeah,
because it just not only is it's exactly like Sly, but everything about it, the gray sweats, the blue towel, the hat. I know the hand wraps aren't painted, but the hand wraps that they're going to have, and the Converse, just everything about it. It's just like, it's incredible. It really is
That's one
amazing. I would love to know. Hope maybe John will put that on his site one day or discuss it. Like, you know how when John puts his paintings up there and he kind of talks
yeah.
about what the process was. I would love to hear his process of that, of these statue figures that he's been doing.
Didn't he talk about the last picture saying, I thought I remember him saying that he wanted to capture the emotion where Rocky was already at the top of the stairs and just stepping down and
Right.
looking out over the city, almost envisioning his life.
Right.
That's to sum up what I believe John said, is
Right.
what I
Right.
thought I heard him describe that statue as.
And then where does that come from there? I'm sure it starts at a sketch somewhere.
Right.
I'm 99% sure he
Oh
probably
yeah.
sketches it, kind of paints it, gets some color to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the people that are involved in making the statue, which I'm assuming is some type of 3D printing. I don't know.
I would think so. I mean, they got to,
Yeah.
I mean, molds or 3D printing. I mean, even the 3D printing, you could, if you're good enough, you can make the movable, posable figures.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Okay.
Just like the little
I mean, well,
pins,
like you
you know.
said, he might have it. Again, I don't know the logistics of the 3D printer, but it might be where he has his final product. Here it is, and it's labeled, Rocky at Steps or whatever,
Yeah.
and it just like a copier, so to speak. I'm putting a piece of paper on the copier, and I'm printing 10 copies, and then it prints 10 copies of this statue here. I don't know. I mean, I'm
Well,
sure they're limited.
I saw, I do remember seeing, and you probably saw it too, Tony, was the video of him where he was posing for that picture, for that statue. Did you see that post?
Sly was?
No, John.
Oh, no, I didn't see
Okay.
that.
So to get the body shape or how he wanted it to look was he
Mm-hmm.
was posing in that manner. Okay.
Okay.
And then what happens is like with a lot of 3D printing people is you walk around in a circle and you just take pictures as you circle your image or
Okay.
your subject. So if it's a
Gotcha.
person, you're walking around and just taking a ton of pictures,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you get it
Right.
for,
Right.
and then you can download it or upload it or whatever you have, and then from that process, then it goes to another world that I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I did work with a program that I got for free. That was so like when I made my chess pieces, I took pictures, 2-dimensional pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and turned them into 3-dimensional
Mm-hmm.
pictures,
The pieces.
the
Right.
pieces, and then from that, with that program, that's how I was able to form those pieces. So
Mm-hmm.
it's something along those lines. I don't have the complete background on that, but I know it
Right.
is doable because I took, like I said, a 2-dimensional picture off the internet of Polly, Rocky, Age, and I turned them into 3-dimensional figures.
Right.
And it's not easy, but I did.
Right. Right. And now your chess pieces are, average chess piece size, I'm assuming 3 inches, give or take.
Maybe 4 or 5 inches tall. I made them a little bit
Oh,
bigger
okay. So a little taller than normal. Okay.
so you could get the see a little bit more of the definition. You
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah. I wanted to kind of really stand out there because if they were
Right.
small, like here's Rocky for my Mighty Mix. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
if that was a chess piece, that'd be that'd be
Yeah.
small. You
Yeah.
know,
That's tiny.
so I wanted them to be a little bit bigger.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it. That's awesome. Beautiful looking too. I understand that. Well, I know I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how many I will be dipping into the bank to get, but
I know, right?
I would love to have all of them. But I'm sure it's going to be, and I'm going to guess 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, easily.
You know,
And
I mean,
the quality of the work is amazing, and it's worth every penny.
oh, I'm not disputing the
No,
price, thinking that
no,
it's ridiculous that they're charging that much at all. Not at all. You take into consideration that you have a well-renowned artist designing the face and the body and everything, and then of course Sly giving his okay and approval. You know what a
right,
perfectionist he is.
right.
No, it's definitely warranting money. It might even be more than that. You see some of these things on there, like the championship belt. It was like $600, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an exact replica of the belt that he held up in Rocky 2,
You're
or that
right,
he's wearing in the cutout stand up you got behind you there. Same
right,
exact one.
right.
So it's warranted for the product they're giving you. It's just like anything else. If somebody, it depends on the collector, who like your the Mighty Mix boxing gym.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's worth every penny to somebody that wants that, and
Sure, sure.
it's big, it's beautiful. I mean,
Eh,
lights are in it. Does yours have music? Did you say you put music in that?
I have not put music in this one
Oh,
yet.
okay. Okay.
Um, I probably will sometime over the winter. You know, I want to build like a little air conditioning unit for the top, so it kind of
Okay.
in a heating and air conditioning unit, and kind of
Okay.
hide the speaker under a grill, so it looks
Okay.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Nice.
then you just push the button, and I probably gonna I want to put think take me back on this. I think
Okay.
that would be very appropriate.
Okay.
Or if I could start it out with my alarm clock every when it goes off.
Get up, you son of a.
Get up, you son of a bitch.
Well, could you mix those two together and do the Mickey says that and then it goes in to take you back?
I could try. I'll
Yeah.
have to talk to my computer expert upstairs. she she's watching TV.
Okay. Okay.
But
But definitely not Mickey. You're not going to go with the Mickey song, the slow ballad.
no, I want to keep it upbeat, like the Rocky 5 motorcycle. I haven't put that video out yet. I just
Right.
didn't want to feel like I was bombarding people or what, but I put Gonna Fly Now on that one, you
Uh-huh.
know. So, and then like Rocky 3 has oh,
Yeah. Eye of the Tiger.
thank you, Eye of the
Yeah.
Tiger.
I think
So,
it's so cool the music parts on there. I just think that's awesome. That's it, adds a little more to it. I mean, it brings you
right,
into that
right.
scene, into that film. You got
Yeah.
music going, you're looking at it. It's just that's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, like we said, it's just fun. And then,
Hmm.
hey Sly, I'm available if you need me.
Well, I don't know. We might have to put a little press kit together for you. You're making so much stuff now
I know.
between the chess set and Mighty Mix and the motorcycle.
You would think I had a lot of time. I
You
really
got
don't.
regardless. I mean, I think if he saw your stuff, he would be thoroughly impressed, and he might be seeing it. I mean, we know he follows the show, and
Right,
hopefully he does see some of your stuff there. I would
right.
assume he's seen it, but it's pretty impressive. A lot of the things that are on there
Thank
that
you.
you've
Thank
done.
you. Yeah, like you said, it's come a long way from those pictures. And like we said, they won those robots or those
These
puppets.
guys here. I know. Yeah, let's look at this. Here's your gray sweatsuit running up the stairs
Yeah.
with all black sneakers and this oversized winter hat. You got that there, and then you got this.
Yeah. Golly.
It's not even close, my friends. Not even close.
I know. I might have to start selling some animals or something to start making some extra money so I can buy. I was like,
Actually,
I really wanted to pull the trigger on the first one to come out,
the
the
loan
loan
shark.
shark.
Uh,
I was like, how okay, if I can do this, I can do that.
well, they had
I'm
the
like,
two ends of the spectrum with the loan shark. The cheapest version, I think, was 220,
that was the one I was gonna if I was
and
gonna
that one
do.
was just him. There was
Right,
no background little diorama thing. There was no butkus. There was no interchangeable
right.
hands and head and stuff. And I mean, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean,
Well, that's where I was thinking. That's where my head was kind of going. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be taking the hands off and changing the
right,
heads. I'm going to
right,
put it up. I'm going to put it on display, and I'm going to
right,
leave it. I'm not
and
going to
that's
be
it. Yeah,
playing with it.
yeah.
So I was going for that, and, I was like, and then they put out the picture of him at the top of the steps, then the new figure. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. No, no, no.
I mean, that's hands down like my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes, if
Yeah.
not, it's in the top 2, 3 favorite scenes of the whole saga is the steps. And yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between the Loan Shark and the Gray Sweats, I would go Gray Sweats too.
Yeah.
That's
And
just me.
you saw on Instagram, you probably saw on Instagram where Sly put on his Rocky room. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I
Well,
mean,
it was in the Family Stallone TV show too.
yeah, it was in the Family Stallone show.
Yeah.
And hey, Sly, if you're watching, the hat you were wearing, that black hat, I want to know what that is because I really liked it, but I can't read it.
I'd have to go see it again now. I don't remember which one he was wearing.
Yeah, I
I'd have
can't.
to go watch.
I have a picture of it, but I can't read it. So I want to. It was like just a black baseball hat, and it had like a sugar skull on there and some
Oh,
words.
okay. I do remember it now.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
I
Yeah, I don't
really.
know. I think I'd have to look at it, see what it says and where it's from. Because
Yeah,
I
I
know in
couldn't.
one of the episodes he was wearing the Tiger Eye coffee hat,
Yep, yep.
which I'm still aggravated about. Go Puff. Listen, I know you're probably not watching, but there's more than 4 cities in the country. Could we start shipping elsewhere?
You want some? I'll
They
ship you
ship.
some.
You have some up there, you?
Yeah, I got. I guess 9 cans of it.
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you money. Send me a case.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll,
I mean, what did they come in? A box of like 12?
they came in packs of 3, 6, and 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I'll
and
get a 9-pack from you.
I bought 3 cans of each flavor. There was mocha.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what I would do. Three,
Yeah,
yeah, 9. I didn't know you had them up there by you.
yeah. I saw it one day and I'm like, huh. I wonder if we have a Go Puff. So I typed it in. I'm like, no shit, we
And it
do.
was so you were in the store, you bought it right there?
No, I ordered it on my phone and they
Oh, you had
dropped
to
it
go
off.
through GoPuff.
Yeah, they dropped it right off my house. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
see,
cool.
over here, the closest GoPuff I have to me is 4.5 hours away in Miami.
Oh my God. No, I'll hook you up. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't know you have it up there. I know
Yeah.
Philly has it. Chicago has it.
Okay.
Miami has it, and then somewhere in New York, which obviously is close to you. I didn't realize that.
It's well, let's see. We're Syracuse. It said Baldwinsville, so that's probably 10 minutes down the road. 15
Oh
minutes.
Christ, yeah.
So I mean,
We'll
how the
talk
heck
after
do
the
we
show.
rate? How do we rate?
I've been messaging them. I'm like, look, I'm 20 minutes from Clearwater Beach. I'm 40 minutes from Tampa. It's not like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Let's go. But yeah, we'll talk after the show.
I
I'll
got you
get you up
back
some
on that
money.
one.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep one can. I'm going to keep one
Yes.
here,
Yes.
and then the rest I'll drink. So
I did drink one of each, and I kept 2 of the 2 cans of and the mocha was very good. There's a coconut one which was okay, and then the other one was like a latte or something like that. They were all very good, but the mocha I like the best.
That's so funny. Yeah, because I mean, he had that hat on in the one episode. I knew about that one, and that's what I've been trying to get that since it came out.
Oh, no
That's
kidding.
funny. Yeah. Well, you think they'd be? I mean, with him backing it and him promoting it, you think they'd have, merchandise and trying to get it out to as many cities as possible.
Did you enter Did you enter that contest at all
for the boxing glove?
No, for the Tiger Eye coffee. There was a contest to win the boxing glove. Yeah, you're right.
The one he signed. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'd enter that.
I
don't know who won it. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't me either.
So is that the one you liked and we don't know what it is?
Right. It's got like
Okay.
a sugar skull on there.
Yeah. He wears hats sometimes that are like like from Brazil or from Mexico or something, or that have a lot of, because I mean they're very ornate. You know, they're not
Yes.
as simple as like what you're wearing with just the one
Right.
patch. They got, embroidery here and over here. I saw he had a Brazil one time. But yeah, I'd have to look at that picture there and see what that's from.
That, and
That's
I'd like
pretty
to
cool.
know, I guess back to the questions episode is I'm pretty sure his brand is Gurkha for the cigar, but I was wondering what um uh flavor, robust or whatever, because I see him
Oh,
wear
okay.
a Gurkha hat all the time as well.
Oh,
You know.
okay. I don't know anything about cigars. I
Oh,
know
okay.
nothing about cigars.
Okay.
Is
I know
that's what he smokes though? Gurkha.
Gurkha. Yeah. Yeah. So I've
So
seen him wear those.
I should buy a box and go hang out somewhere in West Palm and
Hey, you want a cigar?
it just happened to be your favorite.
Yeah, I know. And if you brought your Stallone
That's
bourbon with you,
crazy.
we'd be all set.
Well, I
We're
told you
gonna keep hammering them.
the episode where they had brunch or whatever they were eating it's like a little diner in West
Yeah.
Palm. We ate there when we went to go see if we could see him around about town. It's oh man, it's called Surfside, I think.
Okay.
Surfside Diner or Surf
Oh,
something
nice.
like that. Very
Okay.
good food. It's right down the street from where he lives. I'm not going to go stalking his house, but I'm just kind of going out and about in the West Palm area to see, maybe running into him.
Sure.
But yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy with the glove right now, so I'm
That's a
ecstatic
great
about that.
addition. That's a great addition. Yep. And I
I
love your
still can't.
poster right there, the orange one. Is that a Rivoli?
That is. I posted that. I don't remember when it was. A couple days ago. So Justin, who's now changed his handle on Instagram, I think it's 80s Dad now.
Okay, I did
80s.
see that.
Yeah, I think it's 80s Dad. He's a huge Top Gun, Rocky, Creed fan. He's got his two sons that are really into the Creed series,
Okay.
and he messaged me a week ago or 2 weeks ago and said, "Do I have room on my wall for something that he wanted to send me?" So I was like, "Well, yeah, that'd be nice. I'd appreciate it. Whatever you're going to send me, send me."
Mm-hmm.
So he had messaged me. He's like, "Obviously, you didn't get it yet. You didn't say anything. It took a while." And when I tell you I was floored when I saw this thing, I never in
That's
a million years thought it was going to be that.
that's
I
beautiful.
was thinking a little poster, or
Right.
maybe he went to a Comic-Con and had, Dolph Lundgren sign a picture, or I don't know. I wasn't thinking anything of this magnitude.
Right.
I mean, I was blown away. I still can't even believe he sent it to me. But yeah, that's a Rivoli. John signed it. He wrote "Keep Punching" and signed it.
Did he really?
It's huge. It's huge. It's
Wow.
42. No, it's 48 by 32.
That's
So I got to get a
beautiful.
frame for it, but for right now, it's up there. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I can't thank you enough, Justin. It's just
I
a
love the
beautiful addition
coloring.
to my room, and I truly appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I spotted that right away. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I got that new one there, and then of course we already saw that one,
Yes.
and that one.
Yes.
Those were up there, and I have one more. It's the Rocky versus Drago director's cut,
Oh, okay.
which is as big as this one. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll have to
Mm.
figure something out. And then I still have all the movie posters that are just
Oh,
regular
really?
movie posters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're not Rivolis or anything. They're
Right.
just the regular movie posters. I
I
have
yeah, I
from
got
Rocky
those.
all the way up to Creed. Yeah, I have the one behind your head,
Yep.
Rocky and Adrian. I have Rocky 2 was the original one where it just was black and it said the story continues.
I like that one. You know, when I was buying mine, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Years ago, I went with the yellow one from Rocky 2 was more of like a fight card. You know the one I'm talking
Yes, I've
about?
seen that one. I've seen that
Right.
one.
And I sometimes I wish I had gotten the other one.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to dip over here for 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. This is like a little unorthodox. I apologize. This is the one we're talking about for anybody that's watching and kind of wondering what Rick's talking about here. This is the album.
Yes.
But this is what the poster looks like. And see how it says here, the story continues. It doesn't say Bill Conti here. And it has all the starring and directed by and blah, blah on the bottom.
Right.
But that's the poster. This is the album, which I'm getting frames for. The poster, that's the only poster I remember in the theater when I was younger. I don't remember seeing any other poster in the theater.
Okay.
So that's why I bought that one. I wanted the one that was in the theater.
Okay.
So that's the one I got.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 2. For 3, I got the usual one where it looks like you're cut out there.
Yep.
And it says like his greatest battle or something, or
greatest challenge.
It says greatest challenge. Thank you.
It's right across from me.
Yeah. Rocky 4, I wound up buying the teaser poster, I guess you can call it, or the advanced poster. I didn't want the one where they were holding him up with the flag.
Okay.
That one came out after the movie was out for a while, and everybody already knew Rocky won.
That's the one I got. I'd like to see the teaser one. I don't know if I've seen that.
Well, the one is where he's wrapping his hands. He's kind of just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of just wrapping his hands. So
I
got
did
that
not
one for
realize
4.
that. I did not realize that was the teaser poster.
Yeah, that one was there because, like I said, well, you don't want to put the one out with him being held up with the flag. It kind of gives away the whole movie.
Right.
They released that later on when the movie was already out for a while.
Oh, okay.
And then Rocky 5, I have the one where it's the big V and the necklace is in it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have that one.
Was that the original?
And Balboa, the regular one with his one arm up, and
Was the Rocky 5? Was that the movie poster, like the one that was in the theaters? Okay, so the one that I have, this is Rocky 5, Go For It, where he's like this, and he's got. What was that like after?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the V1 with the necklace was, I think, another teaser. I'm not really 100% sure. And then the one that you're talking about, where his face is up top, where the face is from Rocky 4.
Yeah.
And then he's in the leather jacket and says, "Go for it."
Yeah.
That one was also around the same time as the one with the necklace.
Okay.
That was around the same. And then there's another one that has the buildings, and the buildings are like a V.
Yes.
There's the 5 in there. I don't remember when that one was out, but I remember seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember. What's that?
I'm sorry. I remember when I got my Rocky 5 one, I actually wound up buying it from a drive-in from
get out.
Minnesota or something like that.
On eBay. So funny. That's awesome.
Yeah, because you can see the folds in it, but I'm like, I just like the way it was like that nostalgia to it.
Yeah. Well, that's like my Rocky 2 one, because way back when the movie posters were called one sheets, and they were folded. They went to the movie theaters folded. Yeah. They were put up. Nowadays they're different. Nowadays they're like a plasticky material because they have lights behind them now.
Yes.
And they were rolled and stuff. But back when they were folded, and they were bigger too than they are. They're 27 by 41.
Okay.
The one sheet movie posters. The posters that come out now are about 24 by 36, which is like what's behind your head.
Right.
The Rocky and Adrian one there, yeah. So, but and then Rocky Balboa, I only saw the same poster. I never saw a different poster out.
No, for Balboa. No, I never have either.
And then Creed, I got the one of him and Adonis where they're kind of facing each other.
Yep, I have that one right over there.
Yeah. That was a teaser one too, or an advanced poster.
Okay.
And then Creed 2, I got the one where Rocky's kind of leaning on the ropes.
Yep.
And Adonis is standing there.
Oh no,
and that one again. Yeah, that's the one I got. Well, Creed 2, there was a lot of posters.
Yes, there was.
Creed 2 had the one that just had the Roman numeral 2 in black and white, the one with Adonis, and then they had one with Rocky that way. There was quite a few posters. Then they also had one with the 2 where Adonis and Rocky were in the same poster.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, they had a lot going on there. Rocky, the original, the one behind your head was not the color one, the one behind your head with Adrian in black and white. That was the original poster in the theaters. And then they had the one that's over to your other side, where the color version where he's holding her.
Okay.
Those are the two that I remember seeing. And then later on, they released the one where he's
over your shoulder.
Yes, yeah, right there. Yep, they had that one up there.
Yeah,
for quite a while after that. After those two that are behind you, this was the one that you always saw. I never saw the other ones again.
Right. And then I saw the ones where, let's see, above that one, it was like nominated for best picture.
Yes. I had that poster, the original one.
Did
too.
you really?
Yeah, I had that from way back when. And somebody
my God.
stole it out of my garage.
What? Dirty dogs.
I had movie posters framed in my garage, and we were moving. So we were loading up the truck, and then shutting everything and driving away, unloading the truck, and then coming back.
Right.
Well, when I came back the one trip, I had the original Jaws, the original Rocky. You're going to laugh at this one. I had the original Cannonball Run.
Oh, my God.
And I had It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And they were all stolen. So that kind of aggravated me because they were old originals. They were sentimental more than I'm sure they were monetary value, but
yeah,
it's cool. It is what it is. So
I know, but still enough to drive you crazy.
I know it is. It is. Well, hopefully this merchandise will come out soon. We'll get to see some nice color photos of it on Sly Stallone Shop website or their Instagram. And we could see how much begging we need to do to the wives to set up a Christmas list. And we could start a GoFundMe page.
Tony, you and I will be on the corner. We'll be like, we're not lying. We need Sly Stallone merchandise.
Exactly. That's sad, but true. That's true. Anyway, well, this was a good one, though. I enjoy talking about this stuff because the stuff's only getting better and better. It's looking so realistic. If they had this shop we've said this before, you and I, if they had this shop when I was younger, oh my Lord, I'd really be broke.
Yeah, you definitely.
Exactly. All righty. Well, until next week, that's about all we got. That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I got for this week.
That's it. All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the kind of all over the board format. Rick and I are good at starting at A and not just going to Z, as you guys have noticed.
Oh, no.
A, X, T, U, B,
7,
C. So.
7, 33.
Right. Exactly. It is what it is. You guys get the gist of it. But we appreciate you tuning in. As always, thank you. And we'll see everybody next week.
Take care now.